We're going to get right to the person you were just talking about, Sean Harris, who is the Democrat in the runoff right now. So joining me now is the Democratic candidate in Georgia's 14th congressional district. I should note, just for some of you out there who are just getting to know him and his name and who he is, he's a retired Army brigadier general who also served in Afghanistan, so quite a bio. What a night you're having. Let me just start by asking you, I mean, the district you're running in, it's mostly rural. I was just talking about this with Ali Velshi. It's drawn to be the reddest district in Georgia, which I'm just going to keep telling people because that is so telling in terms of how incredible it is that you're outperforming. But looking at the results so far, are you where you expected to be, or what did you expect to be coming into tonight?
Well, Jen, I will tell you, this is exactly where we thought we were going to be. The reality of it is, with this many people being in the race, I think it was 16, 17 of us running, we knew going into this race that it was going to be virtually impossible mathematically to get to that 50 plus 1%. But we also said internally to our team is, guess what? We want to make sure that tonight we win the election by getting the most votes. And we did that, and we're going to get even more votes as more votes come in later on tonight. So what it's basically saying is this, is that a coalition of Democrats, independents, and, yes, Republicans can all get behind a candidate like me, and we can actually bring about change here in Northwest Georgia. And the reality of it is we're seeing that tonight. President Trump came down here 2 Thursdays ago. He was right here in Rome, Georgia, where I'm standing up tonight, and it made absolutely no difference. So the reality of it is tomorrow morning we get up, we start it all the way back over again, and then we actually win it on April 7th.
You've got a lot of hurdles to get to Congress, which I think you're very clear-eyed about, I'm sure, either this spring or in November. There's a runoff and then primaries and a campaign in the super Republican district. You better like campaigning because that's going to be what you're going to be doing for a while. The anti-Trump sentiment has definitely clearly grown in this district. But how have you, is there anything you've done to change your own strategy since you ran against Marjorie Taylor Greene the last time?
No, we didn't change our strategy. What we did was, after laying our strategy out against Marjorie Taylor Greene, you got to keep in mind, I got to give Marjorie credit. She's bigger than life. And when I ran last time, I was still Brigadier General Sean Harris, retired. I was rigid. Now I'm past that. I'm just a farmer here in Northwest Georgia raising cattle like everybody else. I don't have anything to lose, and the people now know me, they trust me, and they say, you know what, this is the only person in the race that's talking directly to me, talking about kitchen table issues, and he said very clearly that, hey, when I go to D.C., I'm a Democrat, but I'm not tied to a party where versus my opponent, the first thing comes out of his mouth is, I'm going to D.C. to help Donald Trump. When somebody tells you they're going to help Donald Trump, they basically say that everybody else in this district don't count. And Margie told us that from a long time ago, is that when she represented us, she's only represented MEGA, and all the rest of us didn't count. I'm the only candidate that's saying I want to represent everybody here in Northwest Georgia.
You may just be a farmer from Northwest Georgia, but you're also a retired brigadier general at a time where we're at war. And that is something that Marjorie Taylor Greene also criticized. Is that an issue that has come up on the campaign trail? Do you anticipate it being an issue as you proceed in this runoff?
Yes, it is an issue, and it's affecting several different ways. You know, in the rural community where we're at, many of our kids go into the military, and we have many of our kids from Northwest Georgia is probably in the Middle East. As you know, my background, my last assignment was Israel, so I actually clearly understand what's happening in the Middle East. Many of my friends are there. I know the commander of CENTCOM, but on top of all of that, I know what it means to be in a war. And the last thing I want to do is see another generation of fighting for something that we didn't have to get into. What I would say, Marjorie Taylor Greene and I both agree, but we agree on it on separate terms. One is this. I say that Donald Trump has put us in a war of choice. He chose to get in this war, and I said it 2 nights ago, and I say it again tonight. Donald Trump needs to come up on the net, talk directly to the American people, and tell us why we're in this war, how is it in our national interest, but on top of all that, how do we know that we win in it, and then how do we get out of it? Because we have a history of getting in wars, and they turn in forever.
I think that's something a lot of people who may not identify as Democrats probably agree with you on out there, according to the polling. Before I let you go, are you expecting for help from the Democratic Party? Do you want support from the National Democratic Party?
I'm already getting help from all 10 counties here locally. All the Democrats voted 100% for me. Obviously, I had two other gentlemen that were running as Democrats, but then the Georgia State Democratic Party actually also voted and supported me. What I'm saying to all the Democrats around the country and everybody around the country, support me in the best way that you can. However, I can't say that I need everybody from the Democratic Party to come here because I'm a realist. I live in Northwest Georgia. Even when I win this district, it will not be blue. It will be pink. Because what I've said to my Republican brothers and sisters is this. When you hire me, hold me responsible. And if I don't actually bring home results, then fire me. Nobody else would say that because guess what? That in my mind, that's why leadership matters, and that's why people are voting for me.
Shawn Harris, thank you so much for joining me on quite a day for you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.